Hello. Hey, someone's here already. Cool. How's it going? Joey66. I'm going to do a quick live stream tonight. Kind of looking forward to the new Corvette being released later on tonight. Thought we'd hang out just a little bit before that and see if anybody was in the mood to hang out and talk or whatever. So, well, whoever was here left, so that's okay. We'll see. We'll hang out for a minute here and see if we get anybody in. If not, I'll wrap it up early. Well, we'll see. I know I didn't announce this until about 5 minutes ago, so a lot of my regulars probably won't even know I'm doing this, so that's okay. But hopefully some of them will show up. We got somebody here. Chad, what's going on, man? Good to see you. How's it going? You boiling? We're just like we are here. We got a couple people coming in now. Cool. All right. Anybody else excited to see the new Corvette later? I know we've seen a bunch of renderings or whatever already and some spy photos, but what's up, Adrian? How's it going? Adrian Bargan lives right down the street from me. I can almost see his house from here. So everybody doing tonight? I'm just going to do a quick live stream. The new Corvette's being released. I think the show starts at 9:50 our time here in Nebraska, so 7:50 Pacific time. They will be unveiling the all-new mid-engined Corvette, so it should be an interesting night. Thought we'd just talk a little bit before that and see what was up. If anybody's interested in that subject or any other subject, we can talk about whatever you guys want. So I was planning to make a video today, but everything just kind of got out of control, and I ran out of time to get it done. So I kind of thought we would do this instead. We're getting a couple people in and out. It's somewhere out in California in an airplane hangar. I forget exactly where they're at, but it's in a giant, it's a humongous airplane hangar that they're going to be doing the live unveiling from. I think the stream starts at 9:50 our time. You can go anywhere on Google and look for that. It's just look up new Corvette or whatever. All websites are showing links to the Chevy will be live streaming from the Chevy website or whatever. Anyway, you can get there through a bunch of links online. So I'm going to probably stay up and watch it. I'm interested. I think we pretty much know what it's going to look like. I'm sure usually the stuff you see ahead of time is usually very accurate, but there's usually a couple little surprises too. So I'm pretty excited to see it. I think it's a pretty cool place where they're doing it. It looks really, really cool. It's absolutely humongous. This airplane hangar is just gigantic. And it should be cool. I saw the semi-trucks pulling in there the other day, and it was just the semi-trucks look like tiny little miniature trucks. It was weird how big this place is. So kind of excited to see that, and hopefully it's a pretty good show they put on. And Adrian says it'll be passed out by then. Your new job has you going to bed before your kids. Getting worn out, huh? I've been having a hell of a time staying awake. Like the older I get, the harder it is to stay awake. So, Chad, I'm not sure. I think the first one they're gonna for this first unveiling or whatever, it's just going to be a very base model Corvette. You know how they always do the Z06 and the ZR1 and all that stuff later. So we'll see. But Becky, what's up? Becky is in the house. How you doing, Becky? Good to see you here. Yeah, Adrian, the older we get, the harder it is the less motivation there is to stay up. It's like, hey, I got stuff to do tomorrow. I need rest. Becky, we're just hanging out. I just thought I'd do a quick live stream. Chevy's unveiling a new Corvette later on tonight, live online and all that stuff. So it should be interesting. I'm kind of excited to watch that, and thought I'd pop in here and do this for a little while real quick because I planned on making a video today, but I never got around to it. So it takes about 4, 5, 6 hours, depending on the video, to get it all done, edited, and uploaded and everything, and all the information put into all the information. It takes a while, so I didn't get a chance to even start it until late. And by the time where I could actually do anything with it, it was going to end up being on at midnight or something. So I thought we'd just do a live stream instead tonight, and I'll try to get on a video tomorrow. 9 people, cool. Pretty excited to see the new Vette. It's always an interesting thing. It's supposed to be pretty cool. Mid-engine, it's going to compete with all the big boys out there and all that stuff for, as usual, about a fraction of the price of those cars. So we'll see. I hope it looks cool. I think it does. From what I've seen, it looks really cool. So yeah, the photos have been coming out more and more and more, and some of those are leaked. Some of them are intentionally leaked by GM, I'm sure. But that one day, week and a half ago or whatever it was, with the rear end didn't look very cool. But the perspective the picture was from was kind of weird too. So I'm sure when it's a complete thing, it's going to look a lot better. But we'll see. Yeah, I just saw some new photos like a couple hours ago or something. The closer it gets, the more stuff you're going to see. So I'm hoping it's a pretty good show, though. I know last time when they did the C7, it was pretty cool. What color would I get? Oh man, I don't know. That's a tough call. Probably black. Yeah, I'd probably get black, I think. I'm not sure. Depends on what the car looks like, too. Some cars look better in different colors and stuff, but kind of in the mood for black car right now, so. So for what I understand anyway, this initial thing tonight, right now they're just basically coming out with the base model, so it's not going to be the super high performance model. It'll still be really awesome, I'm sure, but just like when they did the C7, they came out with just the base Stingray, and then the Z06 and the ZR1 and all that stuff came later. So we shall see. You like yellow? I'm not sure, Chad. I've seen a couple different things on what the motor will be, so they may surprise us tonight with something completely off the wall. Who knows? Rolling motions would get a yellow one. That'd probably be my last choice personally. I'm not a big fan of yellow cars, but. An orange color would be cool. I don't know what colors they're going to have. I hope they come out with a couple of kind of bright, shocking colors. That would be kind of nice. Some of the car companies lately have been really conservative with their color choices, which is kind of weird. But Becky says, "Please tell me that you would not get rid of Brandy for a Vette." No, I wouldn't. I wouldn't do that, but I would like to have a Vette in addition to a Challenger. I'd like to have a Hellcat Challenger first of all, and then Vette would probably be my second choice after that. So I'd have to have a bigger garage and some more money. The Challenger barely fits in the garage, so there's something would have to stay outside. I don't know. Chad Capture says a 4-cylinder quad turbo putting out 750 horsepower and sounding like a fart can. I don't think they'll do that. But if it put out 750 horsepower, then what the hell? We got a fairly decent crowd for an impromptu little. I just decided to come in and do this, and only announced it 5 minutes before I came on, so that's kind of cool. These midweek ones do all right sometimes. Not like, I guess it's more towards the end of the week, but whatever. And I will be back Sunday as usual. always do that no matter what. Even if you see me here during the week, I'm still doing my Sunday nights always, unless something, for some reason, something would have happened where I just couldn't. But Alonso Corchado says you can't wait to see a battle of the Ford GT at Le Mans. Yeah, that would be cool. Ford GT is awesome, and yeah, it'd be cool. And then maybe they'll bring back a Dodge Viper. Who knows? Becky Ware just walked inside and turned on YouTube, and lucky you. Well, I'm glad you're here, Becky. Brew Tank, I don't know. I mean, I haven't been like totally paying attention to this whole thing. I mean, I knew it was coming. I knew tonight was the night. I've been kind of loosely following it, not as much of a vet fan as I used to be, but hearing all kinds of different price ranges. Like the initial one might not cost, the base model may not cost more than like the last model, I guess. I don't know, according to what they're saying, but who knows? But the dealership's going to mark it way up because everybody's going to want one. And John Warner, what's up, man? Good to see you, John. I got quite a few pictures from people the last few days of their cars and stuff, so I got to get on one of those viewer rides videos for sure. I got quite a few pictures I think built up in there. God, it's been a while. Yeah, got your pics. I got a few other people, and what else? Somebody else sent me some stuff. I can't remember what it was. It wasn't pictures, but it was some information. I don't remember what it was. I'll have to go through my email, but. Getting excited about doing one of those videos. It's been a while, so I'll start pushing that a little bit more. I haven't been asking in the videos for you guys to send pics, so I need to start doing that again. I always forget. And then maybe once a month or whatever, we'll do a viewers rides video where we just show off you guys' cars. I like doing it. I like seeing what everybody's driving. It doesn't have to be a Mopar, like I always said. It doesn't have to be whatever you drive. It doesn't matter. If you like it, if you think it's cool, then let's see a picture of it. So always happy to see anybody's cars, whether it's a Ford Pinto or the brand new Corvette. I don't care. It's all cool to me. So, Mark, is it Alton? Joey, he's watching from New Zealand. Love your content. Keep it up. Hey, thanks, man. I appreciate that. Thank you very much. New Zealand, all right, man. I'd like to go there someday. It looks beautiful there, so maybe someday I will get there. Looks like an absolutely beautiful place, though. One of those places on my list, but we'll get there someday. Thanks for being here, man. I really appreciate that. John Warner flew into Brisbane once. I haven't been anywhere lately, let alone out of the country. I haven't even been to another city for a while. I went to Omaha the other day, but that's not exactly exciting. So I got to get out and I got to do some vacationing at some point in my life. Yeah, mid-engine Corvette tonight. So it'll be the first mid-engine. This has been the dream for ever since the 60s when Zora Arkus Duntov wanted to do a mid-engine vet, and that was his dream, and he's gone now, but he's finally going to get what he wanted, even though he's not around to see it anymore, but I'm sure he'll be watching from somewhere. So a lot of the magazines and stuff I'm seeing the last few days are saying that this is going to kind of set the sports car world on its ear, because it's going to be a very, quite an amazing car for a lot less money than some of the other cars that are going to be in the same kind of competitive, range for as far as performance. So it should be interesting. Chevy's always been good at that. Corvettes that's kind of what they've always done. So. I'm drinking water tonight, guys. I haven't had any pop in a couple of days, but I have been drinking diet green tea and stuff. It's got flavoring and artificial sweeteners in it, which probably isn't any better than me drinking pop, but I'm trying to get off of that stuff. Yeah, water. disgusting, though. You know what fish do in that? All kinds of bad stuff. Oof. John says they had you had a Ford GT at your Cars and Coffee. It looks like a spaceship. It does. This is a very very wild looking car, very futuristic looking car. It's pretty cool. Yeah, it's the Ford GT is an amazing car. I love it. Of course, the way back original one, the one they did back in was about 2005 and 6 or whatever, and then of course the newest one. They're all amazing. They're beautiful cars and just excited. Soda is the devil. Oh, cool, man. Little JJ Online. I don't know a lot about that, so thanks for coming in, little JJ Online. How you doing? Yeah, some different, a little bit different crowd tonight. That's cool. I'm glad to see some new people in here. It's always a good time. Guys, I stream every Sunday night at about 7:45 Central Time, so feel free to come in then too. Please, the more the better. And I'm, of course, always happy to see the regulars. You guys are what keeps the channel going. So, doing okay, just hanging out, kind of waiting for the new Corvette unveiling later on tonight. So I thought I'd do a little live stream before that. A little car talk, and then I'll pull off of here and we'll go watch that new Corvette unveiling. It should be interesting. I think that's kind of an exciting thing, and should be pretty cool. It's always a good time to see them unveil new cars, no matter what it is. So, and the Corvette's kind of special. So, yeah, John, I need to venture to the East Coast at some point. I haven't been to the East Coast at all, so other than Florida East Coast, but yeah, I need to see some parts of this country that I haven't seen yet. Little JJ Online says, just excited to see for the C8. Want to see and hear any info. Yeah, I just want to kind of see, you know, I think it probably, as far as what it's going to look like, we probably have a pretty good idea from all the things we've seen in spy photos and renderings and all that. But every time that happens, there's always a few surprises too. Something's a little different than what they thought or whatever. So it should be cool. It should be cool. I'm sure there'll be a couple of surprises and things that they haven't let out, you know, so always is. That's how they do it. So pretty neat. I think where they're doing it is really cool. That airplane hangar is absolutely massive. Watching the semi trucks pulling in there and stuff on some video and pictures was just they look like tiny little toy trucks pulling. That thing is massive. It's so big in there. I'm wondering if they're gonna drive the car around in there or what. I don't know what I'm sure they got something planned. So, and this will just be the first one, you know. This will probably just be a base type model of the car, and then over the next months, couple of years or whatever, they're gonna put out the higher performance stuff. So we'll see. That should be exciting to see too, because you know whatever they show us tonight is just the beginning of what they're gonna do with this car. So it's gonna get faster and handle better and crazier options and more power and all that. So it should be awesome. Little JJ Online, $1.99. Hey, thank you, man. I appreciate that. That's awesome. Thank you very, very much. Awesome. Thank you. Can't tell you how much that's great. Help support the channel. I really appreciate that. Everybody supports the channel by being here. So, yeah, but that's awesome, dude. Thank you very, very much. Chad says it's going to have 4 doors and a third row. You never know nowadays. Thanks, JJ. That's awesome. I appreciate that. You guys rule. Yeah, Chad. Well, they're going to do that SUV Mustang, and then I don't know if you guys seen the SUV, the drawings of the SUV or the Challenger crossover SUV thing that's been floating around for a few days now. I was going to make a video of that when I very first saw it, but it's already been all over the place now. So by the time if I were to make a video about it now, it's kind of old news. So it may end up in one of my videos anyway, but maybe not as the main subject. But ugly little thing. I know it's just a I know it's just a drawing, a rendering or whatever, but pretty funny looking. Yeah, XLPCX says it's going to be a crossover. I don't understand the whole crossover thing at all, but that's just me. So obviously they got a good thing going. They're selling a million of those damn things. Every car company's selling the heck out of them. So I don't get it, but whatever they got to do to make money, The public right now is not very much into cars. It's all trucks, SUVs, crossovers. Yeah, mid-engine SUV Corvette. All-wheel drive, and it'll be sliding side doors or something in it. Yeah, I mean, I think most people, it's just a, way to get back and forth to work and school and whatever else you got to do. And I mean, that makes sense. I get that too. Not everybody has to be, whatever, but we don't all have to be the same, but it's kind of scary because cars are going away. I mean, Ford's only going to be building the Mustang pretty soon. Everything else will be trucks and SUVs. So that's a little frightening, actually. Things tend to go, the pendulum tends to swing different directions with just about everything. It goes back and forth. So maybe cars will come back at some point, but little JJ Online says, you just stumbled across me minutes ago and haven't got to watch any vids yet. But I see you like Dodge also. You own, yeah. I have a 2018 Dodge Challenger Scat Pack with the 6-speed octane red. So, yeah, check out my channel if you get a chance, little JJ. I got some just kind of a normal guy video. Like that's kind of my thing, just normal everyday guy with a semi-cool car. So, just kind of nothing too exciting on there, but just kind of average Joe kind of channel thing. I kind of like it. I enjoy doing it. It's a lot of fun. So check it out if you feel like it. I'd appreciate it, and subscribe if you don't mind. I'd appreciate that too. That'd be awesome. Yeah, I guess. Yeah, Becky, I agree. It is kind of sad, and I don't know if most cars will go away because I think there's a big enough market for them still, at least right now. Chad says crossovers are people who don't want a minivan, but cars are too small. I mean, I'd almost rather have a minivan. I've actually had a minivan in the past. I think I've told you guys, and I actually like that car. So I know they're nerdy and dorky, but if you're just going to go for pure utility and convenience, you might as well get a minivan because there's really nothing more convenient than a minivan. So I don't see that a crossover is any cooler to me than a minivan, but I don't know. Yeah, everyone's trying to be an Instagram model. Thanks, little JJ. Thanks for subbing. Yeah, check it out when you get a chance, and hope you like it. Pretty basic stuff, but XLPCX says he'll always own I guess I shouldn't say he'll, it might be a girl. They'll always own a sports car of some sort. Yeah, I hope to from now on. Hopefully that'll be the case. Sean has a Ford. Hey, Sean, what's up, Sean? Has a Ford Windstar minivan and a Ford Escape all-wheel drive for about a year. And it felt redundant. I like minivans. I like minivans too. And if I ever need another just, transportation car or something convenient, I would certainly not rule out another minivan. I had a Dodge minivan that I mean, it was a great car, and we couldn't kill that thing, even though we abused it. And it's still, like I told you before, I've sold it to someone and they sold it to somebody else, and I still see it driving around here. So it's been beat and battered, and it's still going. So you can haul a lot of things in those things. You can haul a lot of people in them. You can sleep in them. You can live in the damn thing if you want to. So, hey, okay, I want to make sure I don't want to call anybody a dude when they're not. I am John Warner. I'm a little disappointed in the Chevy Blazer thing. When I heard Blazer was coming back, you think Blazer, and then that thing just looks like another SUV with the same Chevy look. And then if they do, if Ford comes out with the Bronco, at least the one that they've kind of been, you see those renderings going around once in a while about a Bronco. It's really cool looking. I think it looks like the old Broncos, and that would be awesome. It's very reminiscent of the old Broncos anyway. And that's when I think of Blazers and Broncos, I think of those. They were cool. And the new ones just look like just another thing on the Chevy lot. I have to walk up to see what the to see what the name on it is, because you can't tell one from another on half of them. So hopefully, I think Ford should come out with another Bronco and do it that old school look that you've been seeing for the last couple of years. Those renderings have been popping up. Hopefully that's a real thing. That would be great. Sean says, sorry, missed the start of the stream. I kind of just came on all of a sudden. So happy for the new Corvette people. My uncle has 69 Corvette. All sweet. You've always liked him since he had a 69 and you kind of grew up with it. So yeah, I've always been a big Corvette fan. And, I drive a Dodge Challenger Scat now, but still love vets, and I still very interested in this new one, and it's good to see. It's like the only thing Chevy's doing right now that I really like. So hopefully this thing turns out to be pretty cool for them. So that would be nice. It's always been kind of America's, premier sports car. So yeah, I saw a couple of Rangers the other day when I was going to Omaha and stuff, Sean, and I think they look pretty good. There was a car salesman, I think it was in one of the live streams, and he said they weren't selling well. He was a Ford salesman, and he said something about them not doing very well sales-wise. I don't know, but they look cool to me. They may be kind of expensive, I think, is what he said. For the crowd they're trying to attract, it may be a little bit out of the price range of some of the people that they're trying to attract into buying it. So I don't know. But little JJ, they're doing a new GMC Cyclone. I didn't even know. That was such a cool car. The Cyclone and the Typhoon back in the day. That was awesome. I didn't realize they were doing that. And of course, the old Buick Grand Nationals were awesome too. All kind of the same. Oh, Sean was trying to type in 4-speed. 4-speed. Yeah, I hate the voice to text. You got to be careful. I was calling this woman once, girl, woman, whatever. It was about a business thing, and I was texting her to have her call me when she had a chance, and I did the voice text, and I said, "Call me when you have a chance to talk." Because then she's a busy person, and because I want to talk about some filming, long story, but anyway. And before I sent it, I looked down and it said, "Call me when you have a chance to talk about," or it said, "Call me when you have a chance to talk sex." Thank God I didn't send it. She's a very cool person. She probably would have just thought that was funny or whatever. But I was like, "Oh my God, I almost sent that to," and I don't know her that well, And it was a business thing. It wasn't a personal thing at all. So that would have been a little strange. Thank God I saw it before I sent it. Elon Musk is here. Hey, he says another Corvette for your Tesla to smoke. Okay, yeah. It'll sound better than your Tesla. Yep, the Typhoon and the Cyclone. I remember it was a big deal. There was always a bunch of. I lived in Colorado back then, and Vandermeer Speedway was always a big deal because I never went, but I'd always hear the stories about the Typhoons and the Cyclones beating up on Ferraris and stuff in the quarter mile and everybody was excited about that back in the day. So they were quick little cars, little trucks. Yeah, that Buick Grand National and those all had the same engine and everything. So yeah, they were cool. Yeah, the 89 Pontiac Turbo was pretty cool. Same thing. Yep. Those are some of the fastest cars GM ever built for a long time. So Janice Light, what's up, Janice? How's it going, Janice? "37 people, Joey. Pretty nice. Better than when it used to be 10. You're starting to blow up." I think it's because I put Corvette unveiling and stuff in the title, so people probably think there's something here that we're just talking about it. Yeah, I think this is the most people I've ever had. So I sure wish I'd blow up, man. That would be awesome. If you guys could all watch my videos and subscribe. I would love to, man. I would love to be able to devote a lot more time to this and make better videos and stuff too. So, Chad Campster says a sewing machine sounds better than a Tesla. Sorry, Mr. Musk. Teslas are cool. I did see a whole a truck pulling a whole car carrier thing full of Teslas the other day too. I forgot on Interstate 80 going up. They were heading east on Interstate 80. Tail Happy Productions. Yeah, live stream on Thursday. I didn't get to make a video today, and I really wanted to, so I thought I'd do a live stream. Plus, with the Corvette unveiling tonight, I thought we would talk a little bit before that, because I know a lot of car people are kind of up and excited about stuff tonight, maybe because the new Corvette being unveiled here in about an hour or so. So tonight might be a good night to do a stream, talk about the new Vet or whatever else, whether you like it, hate it, or I'm hoping it's going to be really cool. I like the way it looks so far from what we have seen, and hopefully when we see the whole thing tonight, it'll be really cool. So, yeah. Oh, I know. I get trolls and dislikes. That's a good thing. I've always liked that, even from the beginning. I totally welcome that stuff. So, any kind of interaction is great. It all helps. So, hello, the dumbbell. How are you? I like the name. Yeah, I like the background. We got they'll be unveiling the C8 in just about an hour now, so it'll be all over. You can go to the Chevy website and stuff like that, or go to CNET. There's a bunch of places to hook up with the link to the live unveiling. It's a giant airplane hangar out in California. So, Rock Hunt says, just sold your C7 today, and you can't wait to get your hands on a C8. I bet you can't wait. Yep, I bet you, Sean. I bet you're right. If somebody's in the market for one of the last few generations of Corvettes, now would be the time, especially probably after tonight, especially. I'm sure that would be a great time to get a hold of one of those. Awesome ton of performance for a little bit of money. So, John would not sell his red eye for a C8. I don't think I'd sell my car for a C8, but I'd like to get a hold of a C8 or a C7 or a C6 or a C5 for that matter, or a older 60s Vet or early 70s Vet too. I just would love to have one. Probably will someday, hopefully. As soon as you guys make my channel huge, we'll do a Challenger and Corvette channel. Yeah, the 63 split window is a beautiful car. One of the most beautiful cars ever built, in my opinion. That design is just gorgeous. That whole generation of Vet's really beautiful. So the 63 through 67 is pretty amazing. Game Garlic, what's going on? How are you doing? Good. Thanks for coming in. Damn, we got 44 people in here. Yeah, Tall Guy Car Reviews. Last time I checked on his channel, he's bought so many cars I can't keep track of what he's doing. So good for him, though. Hey. Michael Joyner, how are you? Thank you. I like the flag. I thought it would be a good background. I've been using it for a while now, so. Sean says he likes white cars more than most people, actually. Some cars look good in white. I think I've told stories that there was a white Hellcat with Challenger with the dark, I don't know, whatever color those are, stripes, black or graphite or whatever they call that. It looked beautiful. Not a huge fan of white cars, but that one sure was nice. I was checking it out at the dealership, probably been like a year or so ago, but. Little JJ Online's on 4 white cars and 2 at the moment. I'm trying to think. I had a couple of white pickup trucks. I've never had a white car. I can't think. I've never chosen a white car as a choice, but I've just, buying used cars or something that I needed and happened to be a good deal on it, and it was white. That's kind of how I ended up with them. Justin Hicks does not like the C8, aka the Chevy NSX. Yeah, some of the pictures look a little NSX-y, kind of like a little bit crazier than that, but it's kind of got a little bit of that look to it. So I don't know. We'll see. Maybe they'll surprise us tonight. It may look a little different than what we think. So, but we'll see. You know, everything mid-engine is going to kind of have that same basic shape to it. So. Dariana Rodriguez, hello from Mexico. Hello, Mexico. How's it going? Everybody, please remember to subscribe to the channel if you can. If you take just a second to do that, that'd be awesome. That way you won't miss any of my stuff, and we'll get out some good videos coming up here. Hopefully some interesting stuff coming up for you guys to watch. So don't forget to do that before you leave. Elon Musk says you see every line and panel gap on white cars. That's true. All the darker lines show up really. John Moore says the red eye is white. Sean and Blood. Andrew McRae asks, is this where we can watch the reveal? But there's tons of links to it. Go to cnet.com or go to chevy.com, and you can just hook right up to the link on those two places. Or just Google new Corvette reveal or whatever, and there's a bunch of links right there to hook up to the thing. It starts in about an hour from now. So, I have 88 people in here. I've never had this many people. I think 30 or something is about as most I've ever had, or 28 or something one time for a little while. So. AT, he's so hyped. He said he'd always take a Vette over Lamborghini. I probably would too. I mean, honestly, in all honesty, unless I was like a multi-millionaire, having a Lamborghini would be great. But the maintenance and any repairs, every little thing of that thing is going to cost you a fortune. So you see a few guys online that have bought McLarens, Lamborghinis, Ferraris, and stuff, and gotten rid of them pretty quick because they realize that it's not just buying it. The cost of owning one is just outrageous. So. But we'll see. We shall see what the Vette looks like. Hopefully it looks cool. A lot of people are complaining that it looks too much like this or that or for all these other mid-engine cars. But, you know, mid-engine cars are going to have that basic shape. That's kind of what they're going to look like. So. Freeze Gaming, the live stream the live stream will begin at about for the new Vette will begin in about 50 minutes from now, and I think the unveiling is about an hour from now. I think you can go to Chevy.com or just just Google it. There's all kinds of links to where you can actually see the actual live unveiling when it happens here in about an hour. So just Google new Corvette unveiling or whatever, and there's a bunch of things that will hook you right up to it. So. Yeah, $2,000 oil changes and brakes and everything. You know, it's just crazy on those cars. So no matter how much money you got. Hey, Wingless, how you doing? Michael Johnson, hello, what's going on? Got too many people to catch up with here. Jesus Torrevio, how's it going? If you guys want the link to the live Vette event, just Google it. It's all over the place. So. Yeah, the C8, and it'll probably be marked up. Who knows what it's going to cost? And then they're going to, you know, at first when they're hard to get, at first the dealers are going to be marking them up. Most of the dealers will be. So just like they do with everything, they got to kind of try to suck everything they can out of it. I think it hurts them in the long run, but that's just my opinion. Freeze Gaming likes the C6 ZR1 a lot. Yeah, so do I, dude. That was a great car. You take that over most exotics nowadays, except for the McLaren as an exception. Yeah, all the ZR1s were pretty damn amazing. Great cars. AT, do you think there will be a Z28 Camaro coming out soon? I hope there will be. I don't know. Things don't look too good for the Camaro right now, but I hope they do that. I hope they do at least one more Z28. Yeah, Sean says as soon as they released the Camaro Berlinetta, that last Z28 they did in was it 2014 or 15? That thing was pretty cool, but. Little JJ Online says, Joey, you better get used to the quick chat. You're going to be famous after the. I'm going to blow you up on social media. Oh, and that would be awesome, dude. I would appreciate that. That would be great. Please do. That would be the greatest thing that ever happened to me. So. Yeah, thanks, Tail Happy. Yeah, guys, don't please subscribe if you can. That would be great. Appreciate that very much if you do. Cold Call Samurai, how you doing? You got a C6? Oh, cool. Oh, you got the manual too, Cold Call. Sweet. Hell yeah. I love manuals. My Challenger is manual. I wouldn't have it any other way. Although I want a red eye and you can only get it in automatic. So we'll see if I get one this Sunday with if I can handle having an automatic or not. I don't know, but I just love manual transmissions. They're just too much damn fun. So, wow. Yeah, Sean. I think it was it 1 or 2 years, Sean, that they made that. It was a great road course car, and I think it didn't even have air conditioning or radio or anything. It was basically a race car. So, Chad says he heard the Toyota dealers are marking out the Supras to $100,000. Yeah, it seems kind of crazy. I don't think it hasn't really done that well. The initial reaction to the Supra was not overwhelmingly positive. A lot of people didn't really like it. So. Speed Demon 757, you can't wait for the C8. I think we all feel that way. I hope, anyway. You think it would do great and perform exceptionally well? I hope so. I hope it's a great handling car and a great, it's going to be, obviously, but it should be, hopefully, it'll be a great price compared to its competitors, in that same league. And hopefully it does really well. I'd like to see that happen. Hemi the Keys is here. What's up, Hemi the Keys? I'm losing track of the chat. It's going too fast. Somebody's talking about a manual Camaro shift knob, but I lost it. Darn it. Just AT, the Camaro sales are down pretty bad, and Challengers actually passed them up. And then, of course, the recent, not announcement, but the recent news that they may not build a Camaro after 2023. So hopefully hopefully that comes back. Hopefully that's not the truth, and hopefully that's just a rumor. But as of right now, they're saying nothing after 2023 is planned for the Camaro, and the Camaro sales are dropping like a rock for some reason. The last refresh they did, it did really bad. Nobody seems to like it that much. So I hate to see it go. That would be really bad news for everybody. I think whether you're a Camaro fan or not, if you're into performance cars and muscle cars and that whole kind of thing like that, you want all these cars to be there. Even if it's not your favorite one, you still want them to be there because it's good for everybody, So. Yeah, John, the Supra is a BMW. That's from what I understand. I'm not a big Supra Toyota fan, so I don't really know, but from what I've read and seen online in videos and stuff. Wingless says, all right, the truth about the Supra is coming from someone whose brother is a dealer manager. Only select dealerships are getting a maximum of 2 per year, and only 5 dealerships in the States. Oh, wow. Huh. AT 2023 is supposed to be the last year, but that's a long time away, so a lot can happen between now and then. Mustang sales are down too, and Challenger sales, but Challenger was in 3rd place between those 3 cars for a long time, and it passed Camaro up a few months ago, half a year ago maybe or so. But yeah, that the new Camaro that they came out just doesn't it didn't make people very excited, I don't think, and they're trying to fix that now. But it's still a great performing car. People just don't like the way it looks because it looks a lot like a Malibu or something with 2 doors and a little bit wider. It's just kind of a weird looking car, in my opinion, and I think a lot of other people's opinions. So. So let's see. Speed Demon 757 says, "Do you see the recently leaked pictures yet? Do you think those are real?" I don't know. I don't know if that's something they're trying to throw you off a little bit, or are those real? Are they really leaked, or were they intentionally leaked? Who knows? I guess we're going to find out here in a little while. Yeah, Sean, I'm scared of a Challenger refresh too, and I think Dodge is a little bit scared because it's such a good looking car, and so many people like the way the Challenger looks. Uh, and after what happened with the Camaro, I think Dodge is probably like, oh man, what if that happens to us? And you don't want to be too tame about it either, but you don't want to go over the top. So it's kind of crazy. I don't know. I wouldn't want to be in that position. AT says, you think that C8 will be a good, long-lasting engine? I don't know. I mean, I really don't. I most of the GM engines are pretty good, so I'm assuming that they know what they're doing. No way. No, the engine will be like a Fiero. I had a Fiero once. I had a 88 Fiero GT with the 6-cylinder. I had it for like 2 months. I bought it used on a weird. I had no plans to buy one. I saw one for sale. It was pretty cheap, and I had the money basically in my pocket. And I just was like, "What the hell?" And I bought it just for something to mess around with. It was kind of a fun little car, but it was falling apart. But I found a guy who was really into them, and he was like collected them, and I ended up selling to him, and I think I got a few $100s more than what I paid for it, so that was all right. Yeah, 69. Yeah, Dodge needs to take some weight off the cars for sure, but they're a bigger car too, so they're a lot more comfortable and they're a bigger car. They're like a traditional muscle car more than a sports car, so it would be nice to lose a little bit of weight though. Hello, Indiana Penny. What's up? Just Google it online. There's a whole bunch of links to it, Indiana, if you want to see the reveal. Um, I think I got mine set up to link through cnet.com, but that's just because it's the first one I came across. But you can hook up to the link through the Chevy website too, I believe. If you just Google like new Corvette reveal or whatever, it's going to come up there with a bunch of links to it. So J.A. Reyna says Dodge Charger should be available in a two-door coupe. Yeah, I agree. I like the Chargers, and I think they're cool cars, and it's a great little four-door car, and it's awesome. But I don't know. It doesn't make sense to have a Charger four-door. I don't know. Stony Roan, what's up? Do you think Dodge will eventually bring back the Viper? If so, when? Personally, hope so. I think they probably will. I can't imagine that they won't, and I hope so too. I agree with you there, Stony. I think it'll happen. But Mike by the Sun, what's going on? Mike by the Sun, how you doing, man? Good to see you in here again. Thank you for coming in. Yeah, they closed that factory down, but doesn't mean they can't. It would take a lot of planning, and it would take a while to get it back to get well either that or a different plant back up and running. But it could happen. Speed Demon 77 is watching it on Chevy's press room website. I think the reveal is in about 45 minutes, Catfish Kyle. I think the stream will start in about 35 minutes from what I read earlier, and the actual reveal will be at about 45 minutes from now. AT, do you think GM will ever bring back Pontiac? Yeah, I doubt it. I don't think so. Kind of sad. I liked a lot of the Pontiacs were cool. It was kind of a cool division. They did a lot of cool stuff over the decades, and it was bad to see them go. But at that point, GM was in such bad shape. They had to trim down, or they were just not going to make it. Yeah, you live in Detroit, so yeah, you're seeing that a lot of the factories are coming back, getting revamped and reopened and refreshed and all that stuff. So there's a lot going on right now. So you never know; they could do it. Galaxy S9, hello. AT, is the Pontiac Bonneville a good car? I have a friend with a Pontiac Bonneville. She liked it a lot, so I don't know. I've never. Most of those size GM vehicles from that time are pretty good cars, so they're all, you see tons of them still out there running around, so they must have been decent. I see you, Sean. Oh, you're going to get out of here, Sean? I need to get out of here too pretty quick. Everybody check out Sean's channel. ET Racing is Sean. He's got a Challenger Scat Pack similar to mine, a little cooler to mine. He does a lot of racing, drag racing and stuff on there. So check out ET Racing on YouTube, guys. It's Sean who's in the chat right here, Sean E. Be sure and check him out. Anybody else in here who has a YouTube channel or anything else that they would like to promote, feel free to let us know in the chat right there. Always feel free to do that on my channel or in my chats or in my comments on my videos. Feel free to promote your own channel. I have no problem with that. I encourage it. Good night, Sean. I was trying to keep up with so many. It's slowed down now. It was moving pretty quick there for a minute. Plasma Dragons, hello. What's going on? Thanks for coming in. Newbie Swatton. I can't get your name right there, bud. Do you think the C8 will be able to beat a Ferrari? It depends on the Ferrari, I suppose. And when the C8 first comes out, it'll probably be more of a base model. So we'll see. I mean, I don't know. It's going to certainly compete with those cars, and it'll be a lot less expensive. So we'll see. You know they're going to come out with one eventually in a year or two, the top level one that's going to beat Ferraris. Of course, they'll do that. They always do that. But, yeah, they'll do that. So we'll see. Z06, ZR1, or, I don't know how many of you guys know who Zora Arkus Duntov was, but I have a feeling that when they come out with one of the top levels of this car, it's going to have his name on it. So it'll be called the Zora or something to that. Zora Arkus Duntov kind of saved the Corvette back in the day, and he was a racing guy and an engine builder guy and real car guy, and he kind of saved the Corvette from going away. He's the one that got the V8 in the Corvette, and his dream was always to have a mid-engine Corvette, and he pushed for it with GM for his whole life. He tried to get that and never really got it. They made some concept cars and stuff like that, but he's going to finally get his dream and his wish, even though he's been gone for quite a while now. But I have a feeling that and I've heard rumors, and I kind of think they're going to end up putting his name on this car somewhere. One of the editions of this car will have the name Zora on it. So Yeah, Wingless, I'm reading yours right now. I agree with you on the McLaren thing, and hopefully, yeah, I get sick of seeing that too. Like, let's see what the 720 can kick the crap out of today on YouTube. Speed Demon 757, Challenger Red Eye, or Shelby GT 500. I think that both companies should give me one, and I'll drive them both for 5 years, and I'll let them know which one I like better at the end. They're both awesome. They're both incredible cars, so should be awesome. The GT 500 looks like it's going to just be incredible too. So very cool cars, and I don't know, it's a toss-up. They're different cars, but Catfish, no, the reveal will not be on here, but you can go to Chevy's website, I believe, and catch it there, or just Google new Corvette reveal, and you'll get a bunch of stuff will pop up, and you can go to one of those sites, and they all have links to the reveal, which is starting here in about a half hour or so. Stony Roan, cool channel, new sky. Hey, thank you. Appreciate that, man. Chevy's live. Yeah, are they live now? Okay, they're a little early. I guess I thought they were coming in at about 9:40 my time. So, yeah, the car's been leaked, but it could be different. We'll see. Usually, when they do reveal something, there's some differences that you didn't see before. So, I'm hoping. Oh man, the 4GT and the CA. I don't know, man. The good thing about it right now is there's so many cool cars coming out, and they're already out, and they're coming out, and there's so many choices of awesome cars and a bunch of different price ranges and stuff. So we're at a pretty good time right now for car stuff. So I'm pretty happy about that. We're living in the kind of like the second really good time period for cars. I think the late 60s and stuff was one of them, and I think we're back in another one right now. So it's a good time to be into this stuff for sure. I do not know how much the C8 will be. People are saying about 90,000 or 80,000 or 100,000. I've heard they'll be similar to the price of the last one, at least this base model that we'll be seeing probably today. Well, guys, I want to thank everybody for coming in. It is 9:23. I'm going to head out of here. Please subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. I really appreciate that, guys, and I'll try to make some more great videos for you guys and keep everybody entertained with my car and me and just my normal guy kind of stuff. So I really appreciate the subscribes if you can, and watch my videos if you can. Night, Becky. All my regulars are here. I think Sean's gone, but and a bunch of new people, which is awesome. So thank you, everybody. I really appreciate this. This is my best chat I've ever done. So I got way more people. So thank you, guys. America. Good night. Everybody enjoy the Corvette thing, and we'll talk about it tomorrow in a video or something. You guys can comment on one of my videos what you think of the new Corvette. We'll talk about it again. Thanks a lot, guys. Out of here.